coming back to you from this top secret broadcasting location in Houston, Texas. And the topic of this video series is that initial consult, what to expect. And, we were talking about categories of questions and making sure that you have bullet pointed out all the things that you want to have answered, because that's really the only way that you're going to be comfortable as a client. And if there's another decision maker, right, a spouse, a business partner, what have you, bring them along, bring that decision maker along so they can make an informed decision with you, right? It's rare that decisions are made without, especially when it comes to like a small business, right? 25 million small businesses in America are owned by the solopreneur, and that usually means a husband and wife team or some sort of partnership, right? And that that double spouse team, there's two decision makers there, right? Because at least in Texas, that solopreneur, that business is a community property asset. So the decision makers need to be together so they can make the decision. And if they can't be together, be on the phone together, or at least have the questions from the decision makers. So that way the other decision maker, right, the other side of that coin, feels like they've got all the information they need so that they can make a decision and be ready to, or they have an understanding of whether or not all those questions have been answered. Can it solve the problem, right? Can that solve the problem? And it's critical to have that. So again, what to expect in that initial consult, bring the decision makers. If it's going to be something that you're going to or wish to have your spouse, your mom, your dad, I know clients trust the warm fuzzies that their parents get. And a lot of times even adults in their 40s and 50s want to have, they want to have that relationship checked by someone a mentor they have trusted their whole life, a mom, a dad, a close friend, a family member, what have you. But if they're a decision maker, make sure they're in, or their questions are answered, or they're in that room so that those questions can be addressed and answered, right? Those warm fuzzies can be checked off, because it is a big decision. It is a huge decision, a monumental decision. Here is somebody that you met on the internet, Googled, right? You may do a Zoom call, you may do a telephone call, maybe 2 calls, and then you have to trust this person with your life, liberty, property, or family, right? It's a monumental decision, and you have to give them money. And that is a relationship it's called a fiduciary relationship. And I try to stay away from legal jargon, but that means a duty of highest trust, right? Like the duty you owe your spouse, the duty the preacher owes to you, the duty between you and your doctor regarding your medical records. These are some serious things. It's not the duty the bartender owes you. It's a duty of highest trust. So that's hard. It's a hard decision to make on a 1 hour free consultation, or maybe it was a 1 hour free consultation that whatever it is, you're making a quick decision on somebody you are trusting implicitly with your future and your fortunes and your family and your business. So make sure that you've got all those boxes checked, and make sure that if there are people who need to come along and help make that informed decision, who need their own questions answered to help you answer your questions, make sure they're there. They are welcome, and they ought to be welcome, because that's really the best way to give the client the information they need in that initial consultation to be ready to move forward. Anyway, if you want more, chat at ashmorelawfirm.com, chat at ashmorelawfirm.com. Info is also available at Ashmore X2. You text Ashmore X2 to 47177. Text Ashmore X2 to 47177. Y'all have a great day.